Hi, geometry. Welcome back. I hope you missed me because I missed you. In this video, we'll be going over how to prove quadrilaterals or parallelograms on a coordinate plane. So let's take a look at example one. Example one is asking us to prove that the quadrilateral flan, F-L-A-N, is a parallelogram. So in order to show that a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, we have to prove that one of the 5 properties is true. So in this one, our goal is to show that the opposite sides have the same slope. Because if 2 lines have the same slope, then they are parallel. So if we can prove that the opposite sides are parallel, we can prove that it's a parallelogram. So let's go ahead and get started. So now, if you guys remember, slope, the letter we use for slope is M, and slope is rise over run, or change in y over change in x. That little triangle means change in, FYI. So let's take a look at FL. So we want to find our change in y and our change in x. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw a triangle just like I did right here. So this is going to be our change in y, and this is going to be our change in x. So to get from F all the way up to L, I am going up 1, 2, 3 units. So my change in y is going to be 3. Now to find our change in x, I just need to count how many units horizontally I move. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So my change in y is 3. My change in x is 6. So my slope is 3 over 6, which simplifies down to 1/2. Okay, let's do the other side. So let's do AN. So AN, let's find our change in y. So to get from A all the way down to N, let's see, I'm going 1, 2, 3 units down. So this is down 3. And then to get from the horizontal distance is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I had to move 6 units to the left. So that means that my change in x is going to be -6. So my change in y is -3. My change in x is -6. A negative divided by a negative is a positive. So my slope simplifies down to 1/2. So far, so good. I've shown that FL and AN have the same slope. They're both 1/2. Okay, let's do NF. So my change in y is going to be 1, 2, move 2. And then my change in x looks like it's going to be 6 again. Change in x is 6. So my slope here is going to be 2 over -6 because I moved to the left, which means that my slope is going to be -1/3. You can leave your slope as 2 over 6, or you can 2 over -6, I'm sorry, or you can simplify it down to -1/3. Okay, now let's do LA. So let's find again our change in y and our change in x. So our change in y over here is going to be 2. Change in x is going to be 6. So my slope for LA is 2 over -6 because again, I moved to get from A to L, I went over to the left. And if you look at that graph, both of these lines are going down. So I know the slope also has to be negative. So this slope is going to be -1/3. Okay, so now let's summarize. So since FL and AN have the same slope, they are parallel to each other. And since NF and LA have the same slope, they are also parallel to each other. So now that I've shown that the opposite sides are parallel, we've shown that the quadrilateral FLAN, or quadrilateral flan, is a parallelogram. Okay, thanks for watching. Let's go ahead and try example 2.